I'm very nervous today. I'm very nervous today, actually, Luce, to be fair.
Why?
Well, because we did computer skills with the kids today, and what they want to learn to do is they want to learn to make videos and stream. Which means we've been fucking around in OBS. Which never goes well.
Oh, yeah.
It never goes well.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping this sounds fine, people. Can you let me know before I do all my things and you go, I can't hear you? It looks to me like you can hear me, but, you know.
We've been lied to before.
We've been lied to before. That's been a problem before. Oh wait, it's cool. Welcome into Hobby Time. 100% it's going to be Hobby Time. I started something new today, actually, chat, interestingly. Sounds fine, thanks. You're amazing. I started something new today. If you guys have noticed, then this won't be new to you. But if you haven't noticed, then hey. For Haskell's and above, for hobby shows on Mondays, when we are doing hobby shows, I'm going to put a little private poll in YouTube for Haskell's and above to vote on what we do. Okay, and today the winner was to continue with Archaon. So we're going to be doing some work on Archaon today. My voice is a bit fucked because of yesterday. So it sometimes it's popping a bit. Like I don't understand. It like a bit scratchy at times. So I do my best, but my voice is in fact knackered. Currently, as chat have already figured out, gifteds are working again. YouTube's theory is that we ran out of people to give them to.
Whatever.
Which is bollocks, because there's 35,000 people subbed to this channel. And there's no way I've got 35,000 members. If I had 35,000 members, Joe and I would be turning up to work in brand new cars. So, looking at the total... If YouTube were right with what they said, then unless we get 234 members tonight, we shouldn't run out of people to gift to. Okay? Okay. So, as long as that happens, as long as we don't get over 234 people, we should be fine. Anyway, I have sent YouTube the links to the streams because what they're saying is fucking nonsense. Because I know some people that did have gifteds turned on who didn't receive them, so I know that it's bollocks. But we'll wait and see what their support team says when they get back to me. In the meantime, thank you, Yeston, for the one gifted. Thank you, Stefan, for the one gifted. And thank you, Mr. the Cooney, for the 10 gifted memberships off the bat. You're a legend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Up to 12 already. 34 is when we've got to start panicking, when we've got to struggle. Right? We're good otherwise. Anyway, we're going to jump straight into this actual beast. This cheeky chap here. I said last Monday that I would progress him on stream only, and so I haven't touched it. So we are literally where we left it last week, and we're ready to carry on. You said before it gifts to non-subscribers. Is that not so? That's what I got told by one of my previous partner managers. So I will have to ask the question as to whether that was or wasn't true. But there's definitely been people that have showed up in the stream before as well who said they've never watched a channel and been gifted a membership. That is 100% the thing that's happened. So that would indicate that the previous partner manager was in fact correct, right? And that it must give out to people that, even if they're not members, even if they're not subscribers, because people have literally come in and said, never watched this channel, I've just been given a membership. So, I don't know. Tony, thank you for 5 gifted, you're a legend. I am obviously, as always, joined by my glamorous assistant, so glamorous in fact that she's knitting again.
I am. I scared myself today.
Yeah?
I counted it's 14 weeks until Christmas and I hadn't started the Christmas
I'm going to be
knits.
honest with you, Lisa. I don't want to hear any more of that nonsense.
So I hightailed it to town to grab some wool to start one of the jumpers so I can make myself feel better
I don't
about
want
the
to hear
time.
it's soon going to be Christmas nonsense, okay?
I'm afraid it is.
It's not. It's not soon Christmas.
14 weeks.
14 weeks
So
is quite a lot.
Anybody who knits and they like to whack out a couple of jumpers, it's 14 weeks to go.
I don't know if of the 80 people watching, how many of them like to knit. Although this is likely to be where chat then come in and prove me wrong, because they like to do that. So, and they'll all go, yeah, I knit. What of it? Hey Liam, doing mediocre, so happy to see you doing hobby for the rest of us. Well, I did think about not doing hobby, so we could talk about the recent announcements on Games Workshop's website. If you haven't seen it, there's a Warcom article gone up recently, which is fucking hilarious, by the way, where they've, for some reason, I don't entirely understand why, and I'm not complaining because what they've done is beautiful, but for some reason they've decided to redo Calgar and the Victrix Guard, as well as Kato Sicarius and the world's biggest banner, and they're stunning, but I don't know why they've done it. Doesn't really make any sense, right? And I almost thought about shit canning the stream to talk about that because it's a bit wild, but they are beautiful. But I'm just one of those people that's like, all right, Space Marines, we get it. We've seen enough. And when we're in the period where they've recently announced new Drukhari, right, and people that have been waiting all of 10th edition for Drukhari, they get shown off one female character and one Archaon, Archon, and then they go, yeah, so that's what you're going to get, Drukhari players. I hope you're really happy. By the way, here's all these brand new Ultramarines characters. Now, for me, as a person who quite likes Ultramarines since Space Marine 2, but really hated the old Calgar model, new Calgar is stunning, right? Utterly stunning.
Who is who playing who this weekend which armies are being used? Bombardment.
The trusty Monday super chat from Peter, Big Bad Peter. I'll answer you very shortly, mate, don't you worry. Yeah, so, hey, Drukhari players who've been waiting for your range refresh. Psych, there's no range refresh. Here's just 2 new characters. Oh, by the way, Ultramarines players who haven't been asking for a range refresh, because quite frankly you don't need it, here's a range refresh. It's mad, right? It's a bit mental. And let's be honest, I mean, old Scamrack was on stream today, apparently. I saw this, I didn't watch it, but I saw that he was reporting that there's a rumour that they're redoing Gullyman as well. And I'm like, are you, what? Why? Like, Marnius Calgar, the Victrix Guard, and Gullyman did not need a range refresh. What was that? Super chat is coming on. Can only hear in the background. Oh, is it fucked the setting again? Let me have a look, shall I? Where is it? Audio.
Just can't be happy, can we?
Desktop audio. Device not connected or not available. Set. Apply. Brian should work fine now, chat. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I knew he wouldn't have gone completely without a hitch. So tomorrow, Mr. the Predators, it's me versus Thomas. Now, Tom has said he's thinking about bringing a Land Raider, which means I assume he's running World Eaters, because I don't know what else he runs that would require a Land Raider unless he's running Space Wolves. I'm thinking about giving Emperor's Children a run out because I really like them, and I'm not just going to moan about them like Joe does. So I might give them a go. Thursday, Racist Adam's back. I think Joe's put him down to play Custodes. And I'm not sure what Joe is pitting against him. The games we never have, yeah.
Have you got any paper clips?
No.
Oh.
There's also been a commemorative Smash Captain who's also quite nice. And actually the first ever official Smash Captain model as well. Not a Rhino, a Land Raider. That captain is people don't realise this. That captain's the first ever official Storm Shield Thunderhammer jump pack captain. Like there's never been an official one before. He is the first. Yeah, I'm excited for the. I personally really like all the new Ultramarine stuff. And I've got a bunch of Marines who are blue in the garage. I think what probably happened is I think Joe probably saw all those Ultramarines today and got really excited, or yesterday got really excited that he's going to get his hands on them. Nope. The problem is when he starts fucking 50 projects and will continuously tell me how many projects he's got. What he's done for himself, you see, is he's made his own bed there. Because then when he goes, oh, am I going to get my hands on those new Ultramarines characters? I'll be like, what about the White Scars army, the Imperial Fists army, the Salamanders army that you were doing, as well as adding to this faction, that faction, painting this AOS faction and doing this. Farmer George, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. 100% they're refreshing going. Why? Do you think they will? I mean, again, right? Personal opinion. Lion as a Primarch, stunning. Gullyman as a Primarch, I don't really love him. Thank you so much, Farmer George, for the 5 gifted memberships. We're up to 25. 22, sorry. You wonderful humans.
How did your wedding go?
Mine?
No, Farmer George's.
Did you have a wedding?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the one where he forgot to invite us. Or it got lost in the post. It got lost in the post. Let's be honest, there's no way he'd forget. I'm sure Joe will complain whichever way. I know, yeah.
He's a farmer. He's pretty busy.
Yes, Liam, on Emperor's Children, please and thank you. I've got a thing about them lately. I'm a person who, when the Ultramarines, when the Emperor's Children stuff came out, I really, really, really wanted to do the new Emperor's Children. I was really desperate to. However, from a business perspective, it made absolutely no sense for me to do them because they wouldn't have been ready on time. And we didn't just have to paint a few units, we had to paint a whole new army from scratch. And Joe was also very keen on them. So I was like, cool, I'll let him have them, that's not a problem, no worries, right, go for it, mate. And he did do a good job, right? Facts. He painted a full faction, he painted a whole army, he painted lots of options for the Emperor's Children, and they were very nicely done, lovely bases and all sorts, right? Really big fan of what he did for the faction. And he played them to start with, right? Quite a lot. And then he realised that they were either not very good or they just flat wouldn't play the way that he wanted them to play, and he's dropped them like a hot potato. And I'm like, well, I kind of wanted to do them, but I didn't because he really wanted to do them, and now he's dropped them. So I was like, well, thankfully it's a studio army, so I'll just pick up the ones he's painted and play with them. I mean, so much so that when stuff came out, I bought it. So I have in my garage the Combat Patrol sealed and some Noise Marines that I really wanted to do myself at some point. And if you looked at the poll today for tonight's hobby night, it was going to be either Emperor's Children or this guy. And I'm not upset that I'm doing this guy for reference. But I had them right at the start. Go on, Brian.
NGL, I some Imperial Fist Elite units now.
Need some. Okay. If you're super chatting on iPhone, by the way, it absolutely murders you with autocorrect. And sometimes what it does is it waits until you literally press send and it autocorrects it for you. Because it's a pain in the ass. I'm going to zoom that camera out a bit so you can actually see me when I'm hobbling. Put it away. Yeah, like that. It's better, isn't it? It's better. So yeah, so you know, his lost, my gain now, I guess. I just really like Emperor's Children, and I think it's weird that because of Noise Marines and Flawless Blades, I feel like they kind of have more options in terms of variety than Wild Eaters, which was my love, which is hit things or hit things with something else that can hit things, and that's kind of it, right? So. I got the Combat Patrol and I got a box of Noise Marines when they were released. They've just sat there ever since because there's been no point me doing them because we have a channel army, but I want to at some point. I mostly want to just make Flawless Blades. Although the model that I really want to build and paint, and I have a bet on with Ash. I say a bet on, I don't know if it was a bet or a wager or whatever, but I had a conversation with Ash.
Hello team.
Hey Dave, how's it going, dude? I had a conversation with Ash ages about entering something into competition painting, for Beachhead. And the model that I really want to do for Beachhead is Lucius, but he's just not been in stock forever. But I think he's bloody gorgeous. Thank you, Dave, for the $2. So yeah. Although this guy's pretty sexy. I'm quite enjoying it at the moment. Rumours about Dark Admech, and if that is true, I might have to start my 11th, 12th army. Jesus Christ. Dark Admech. They'll either nail the aesthetic or they'll fuck it right up, and there'll be no in between. Chris, thank you for the one gifted, mate. I think I figured out that we're safe up to 234. I think that's what we figured out. 30k Mechanicum goated. Yeah, 30k Mechanicum goated, 40k Mechanicum dog shit. Right? This guy is a chunky chap. He's a big old Chumbawamba. Let's test it, chat. Gift another 214. I mean, I'd be very grateful because there is a bunch of people who gifted on. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, chat. It's quite important. If you gifted on Thursday or Friday, please check your emails because I've had a bunch of messages from people who have had refunds from YouTube, which means that we flat didn't receive it, and we're not going to receive it either. So please check your emails.
I've got to cast on nearly 200 stitches.
I don't know what that means.
Cast on is the very first row.
This is the jumper that you're making?
Yeah.
Well, see, if you'd made a scarf for a cat, there'd be a lot less to do. So it's your own fault. Cats have only got small necks, babe. Didn't think it through, did you? And then when the kids are freezing in the winter, you can be like, yeah, but the cat's neck's warm.
Yeah, the cat's good.
Only one refund on a single gifted so far. Well, our numbers are kind of weird. Our numbers don't categorically show that everyone was refunded who failed to give it out, who failed to have a gift to give out. But it also doesn't show that it all went through. If the large lady on Beetle is her, need is strong. We have a painted version thanks to Mr. Christopher Garraway. Are you getting the new AOS Chaos Law for your slaves? I don't know how you get hold of those new models. If I can, then yes, but I don't know how you get hold of them. 15 or 17, what's 15 or 17? How many days in a minute? In a minute. Oh, they're big old glory bits. Okay. That's a future me problem. Drimmy, thank you for the 5 gifted. What a legend. What a hero. Up to 28. 2 away from 30. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I was playing with a new toy today, chat, and I'm wondering if I can use it for some sort of short 40k content, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of cool applications for it.
I turned my phone off for the whole day today, chat.
Yeah.
You looked so mad at me when I came back. I don't know how you did it. I couldn't text you. I couldn't see where you were.
Look, if I can't wife stalk you when you're out, I get annoyed.
What use is having a phone?
I don't know when you're coming home, so I don't know when to put the kettle on. What if you were getting mugged? Did it take a while to allocate all of Drimmy's gifts? Not really. It's pretty normal. Oh, Sol, thank you for upgrading the skull team, man. What a legend. What a fucking hero. What a man, what a guy. I'm going to go to the gym again tonight, Lisa, after the show. So we have to finish on time again. Just counting. Although if she's got to cast on 200 plus, she's going to run out of toes and fingers. Poll was fixed. How was it fixed? I'll tell you what, I had a lot more votes on the poll than I thought I would, Deeks, to be fair, mate. In fact, if I go to the channel homepage...
My partner loves that I always have the kettle on just in time for her getting home. The trick is I'm constantly chaining cups of tea.
That's me as well, yeah. Thanks, Chris, for the $5. The poll had exactly 40 votes on it, and I kind of expected like 10, to be fair. I had exactly 40 votes on it, and of those 40 votes, it was literally exactly split 25-75%. So 25% of people voted for GIMP Children, and 75% people voted for Archaon. And I would have been happy with either, to be fair. I'm not really bothered either way. But I feel like giving you guys the choice on Monday evenings is kind of cool, right? It's a bit more interactive. And I'll keep giving you choices, and then you guys can see how... I've actually strongly thought about doing a video about this. Because you guys can then see how wild the fucking ADHD all over the place brain is for when I'm like, oh, I could do this, oh, I could do this, oh, I could do this. You get to see it. Because it's fucking wild. YouTube's not letting you super chat now. Have you tried trying harder? He did also say, by the way, I'm joking. He did also say, by the way, Farmer George earlier, at least. Or is it gone already? I think you scrolled up. Thanks, Luce. Glad someone cares about the channel members. It was a day of food, drink, a lot of laughs. Couldn't have asked for better. Liam, I'm sorry, but Joe stole your invite. Joe takes everything from me. My invites.
I'm glad your day went very well.
My sanity.
Everyone always says if something goes wrong on your wedding day, it's supposed to be good luck, but it doesn't make it any less stressful, and there's nothing you can do about it either because the day is happening.
It's even worse if you're a wild control freak. Sam, thank you for the one gifted. We're one more away from a nice round number. And then we can just go flat 50s from there. These will be released before the White Sky jet bike as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, your 5 came through, Drim. I got them all, mate. So each Monday where we do a hobby stream, and I say each Monday where we do a hobby stream because we are obviously bringing back the occasional Monday night AOS streams. Each Monday we do a hobby stream, I'll be putting in, sometime in the day, I'll be putting a poll out as to what we're doing. What we're working on. Oh, you've gone and ruined it, haven't you? Thanks, Sam, for the one gifted. Thanks, Jeff, for the one gifted. Thanks, Christopher Sanford, the PlayStation Gloucester, for the one gifted. We're now 3 away from a nice round 5s. Off to work. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, sir. Rajan, thank you for the one gifted. Amazing. We're back to being 2 away. Back to being just 2 away. Banging. I'm really torn on the Ultramarines release, right? Because on the one hand, I think genuinely that the models are utterly stunning, and I want them. On the other hand, I do kind of feel sorry for so many other factions. Ultramarines arguably now have a lot more, not arguably, they do, they have a lot more flavourful models now than fucking Blood Angels do. Mad, isn't it? When you think of it that way. Did YouTube fix the membership? Currently, Chico, yes. I'm saying currently and not holding my breath. It is YouTube, and we do have to accept the reality that they don't really care about little channels like us. Not too much, anyway. Poor old Grey Knights, preach. Sam, thank you for one more gifted. We're on 34. Is it wrong of me now to really want to go back to doing my Ultramarines? They literally sat sealed in a really useful box in the garage with the base blue on them already. And thank you for one more gifted. You got us a nice round 35. Yeah, wonderful of you. I'm going to put up there now so no one's confused. Right, now if we could just stick to flat 50s, that'd be great. Not asking a lot, are we, babe?
Nope.
Just flat 50. Just flat 50s from now. They've gone back to the original Calgar, haven't they? Which is so much better. I think I don't know if this can't be right, but like it almost seems like they Gravised him and Primarisified him, and then over time they've gone, what are we doing? Why have we got rid of why are we looking at getting rid of like classic Terminators? Why would we ever do that? And now they're kind of reversing it all and going, yep, we've upscaled Terminators, we've sort of upscaled Stern Guards essentially. Let's just not be stupid. Let's upscale Calgar. Let's make him a Terminator again. But I do think he's beautiful. I got that impression too. It didn't help that the very first Gravis models we saw were aggressors with their weird Prince Charles hand silhouette. I'm quite a fan of Gravis armor as well for reference. But not as a replacement for Terminator armor. I'm a Gravis fan. I'd suggest that Gravis armor is probably my favourite form of Primaris armor. Like, it just looks genuinely chunky. It looks like he's an actual man in a power armor suit. I do hope it doesn't mean that the narrative campaign for the end of 10th edition is fucking Ultramarines and Chaos again. That'd make me sad. Gravis is too cartoony. I don't think so. Each their own, though. If Calgo goes down to toughness 5, I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, I think he probably should be T5. Controversially. Primaris killed off my love of Marines in 40k along with the rules. Definitely pushed me into loving Embrace of Heresy. Yeah, it's... Primaris is a really terrible idea, in my opinion. And I think they've kind of realised it. I'm doing a very different hobby long. I'm practicing tying knots. Cool. Lucy's practicing being silent.
I'm counting.
All this time?
Yes, counting up to nearly 200 in lamplight with navy blue wool takes time.
I'm in fucking excuses to do this. I need to go for a wee and I need you to talk to chat. So, you know, when you're ready.
I'll sit in your chair for a minute. I'll show them what I'm about to do. Just in case their wives or girlfriends do it. and they say, I'm joining in the round, they can go, oh yeah, I know what that is now.
You heard it. I'm going to go to the toilet now because she'll sit in the chair for a minute, chat, right?
Oh, well, I don't know.
If this doesn't encourage a monumental flurry of gifting, right, I don't know what will. Loose cam.
Loose cam.
You gonna come sit here?
Yeah, I will.
Fucking easy, not off. You can show them on top down as well. Just don't bang the desk too hard.
Hey, everyone. Right. Right, I'm making Ben a jumper for Christmas. And instead of doing it on 2 separate needles, which inevitably the wool will fall off, I'm going to do it in the round. And in the round, oh, see, brand new needle, it curls. A way to combat this is to soak it in hot water, but I got impatient. So, what I'm going to do...
My other hobby is lock sport. I suck at that too.
What's lock sport? Have you heard of lock sport?
Heard of what?
Lock sport.
No, what's lock sport? What's the super chat say?
My other hobby is lock sport. I suck at that too.
Not heard of it.
Okay, oh, this is annoying. I should have soaked it. So, if you can see, I don't know. Right, can you see? You've got a little tiny seam there. And what you don't want to do is let it twist. So you need to make sure all of it is facing up towards you. Much easier when you're doing something like socks. Oh. So you want to get it so it doesn't twist, because if you let it twist and you carry on knitting and you don't catch it, you'll then end up with your whole work twisting.
I like that you're giving hints like these 90 nerds are actually knitting.
You never know.
No, I do know. I do.
Their girlfriends or wives might be knitting, and when they're like, oh, what's that you're doing? Oh, I'm knitting in the round. Oh, yeah, I know what that is now. That might be it.
Yeah.
So,
Carl, thank you for 20 gifted memberships.
sorry, Carl, I'm ignoring you. It's all facing in, and I'm going to do joining in the round. So it's a seamless jumper, because I'm no good at sewing wool. I hate it. I think the only thing I will sew is a patch pocket, and even that, I'll try and get out of it. So what I've done.
I'm knighting. That's close enough to knitting. It is, Escapade.
Knighting?
Yeah.
Is that with the sword?
He's making some knights.
Oh, not like...
Poor old Carl as well. He decides he's going to show you all the love. He gifts 20 memberships. You just flat fucking ignore him.
Sorry, Carl. I'm trying to join in the round. Right, so...
Thank you, Farmer George, for 5 gifted memberships.
That one across. So where am I? So it's joined in there. Then I'm going to hook that one over.
I'm on 60 gifted now, Luce.
Are you? And then pass it over. So now...
Nobody says. Also incredibly bold to see we have wives or girlfriends.
So now it's joined in the round, and I'm going to pull it, and then it will just keep going round and round and round and round and round, and then poof, a jumper will appear. So now, when your wives or girlfriends say, I'm knitting in the round, you can go, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, I know what that is. Right, anyway.
Kev was like, that's got to be worth an on-screen loose hope for Carl.
Ooh, okay. See, now here we go again. I live a really boring life. I did think of one yesterday, and I thought I should write that down.
Yeah. But you didn't. So yeah, so you let him down now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hope for you, Carl, that one of your kids leaves enough shower gel that when you run out of yours, you can steal some of theirs without having to get out
Strong.
of a hot shower. There you go. Ta-da!
There you go. You got treated tonight. You like that?
Mm.
Normally, I'm like, come on, sit on the screen. She's like, no! But, you know, obviously added confidence today because I let her go out of the house.
Without my phone.
Without phone, yeah.
I've been wanting to do it for ages. And actually, there was so many times that I went to reach for my phone for no reason. I didn't need it.
I think if I went out without my phone, I would have a flat fucking anxiety attack.
Why?
Because if I need to search for something or check on something, like I just need it there. So if I get into trouble, I know I can contact someone. Do you know my number?
No.
What if you'd have been in trouble?
So if I was getting mugged, they'd take the phone. Everything's on there.
You need to know my number then, don't you?
Because I don't carry cash, so I can't use a phone. But where are the phone boxes?
Shocking, honestly. Utterly shocking, and I couldn't wife stalk you. So... Thank you so much, Farmer George, for 5 more gifted, by the way, and Carl for 20. You're amazing, you people. I don't think we're at risk at the moment of hitting that 234. So I think we'll be safe that they'll all get gifted out today. Please let me ring my husband before you take my phone. Exactly, yeah. A little bit of manners, Carl, goes a long way, doesn't it? I'm constantly telling my girlfriend not to leave home without her phone or keys. 100%.
I didn't want to be like staring into the abyss of my phone when I'm trying to be out.
Yeah, but when I go out to town, I went out to town on Saturday, and I sent you maybe 5 messages because town was carnage. But for the most part, it stays in my pocket. But I know it's there, and it's there if I need it for something. I think I'm,
I miss the days where we weren't all chained to our phones. I actually miss it, and that's why I did it, because I don't want to be on my phone all the time.
Well, I do think there is an argument to suggest that sometimes my phone is more interesting than people.
Uh-oh, there's a twist in the seam.
You just told everyone not to do that.
Oh, I know.
If you weren't too busy trying to fucking hunt for internet fame.
I'm gonna take off that last stitch.
If you weren't too busy Saturday trying to hunt for internet fame, look.
It's outrageous, isn't it?
Outrageous.
Right, put that one back on.
Outrageous.
Baraberry.
How was your weekends anyway, chat? Get Brian to tell me how your weekends was. One cheeky little super chat for $5. Get Brian to tell me how your weekend was. Mine was meh.
Meh?
Yeah, it was meh.
Why?
It was. I can't remember what I did on Saturday. Oh, Saturday I made food for all of us.
That was lovely.
I made homemade sticky ribs. When I say I made homemade sticky ribs, before one of you smart asses says anything, I obviously bought the ribs.
There's no abattoir in the back garden.
I haven't now got a fucking post-op dog walking around the house. I did in fact buy the ribs. I don't know what you fuckers are like. And I did some admin in here as well on Saturday, so a bit of work. And then Sunday was South Coast Derby, and it was fucking shite. I'm very deflated and unimpressed. So that was my weekend.
Is it because they all get paid a wage that only some of us can dream of?
They get paid in a month what we probably get paid in a fucking...
lifetime.
A lifetime, yeah.
When did that get so out of hand?
I know, it's mental.
I get footballers get paid more because they probably have the shorter careers and they've buggered their knees up, blah, blah, blah.
No, I don't think
But it's like millions.
Mental. When you've got people that are getting paid 20 grand a week.
Yeah.
Utterly mental. That being said, and I maintain this when everyone talks about professional sports person wages, I'll always say this, and I will always say this. There's not a single person in this fucking stream right now that if a company come up to you and said, we want to pay you 30 grand a week to do your job, you're going to go, no, I don't need that.
I'm going to go, yeah, okay.
What, just to do my job? Yeah. Especially if that job was kicking the ball around. Just to do my job? Yeah. All right, cool, thanks. No one's saying no to that. So when the issue isn't even the everyone blames the players. The issue isn't the players. But you are right. It is fucking insane levels of revenue.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about when I'm talking about that level as well. When I'm talking about 30 grand a week, I'm talking about the lower level of the football league. Like at the top level, you're talking about players for the bigger clubs that are, I think one of them was asking for a salary of 350,000 a week.
Asking? They weren't off like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was Isak. He was at Newcastle. Said that he'll sign a new contract if they paid him 350 grand a week. So. Imagine that, £350,000 a week, 1.4 million a month.
Can you even spend that kind of money?
I don't think I'm ever going to get a chance to try, so I can't really answer you, sweetheart. I could probably do it in a month. I'd struggle to do it month on month on month, I think. Like, in a month, could I spend 1.4 million a month? Yeah, of course you could. You can buy a house outright. So you've got no mortgage. Buy a brand spanking new, top of the range, stupid, expensive car outright. Like, very quickly, you've done that money already. And then the next month, you're like, well, I've got the house and the car. What do I spend it on now?
Posh cheese.
1.4 million pounds on posh cheese. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, yeah, all right.
I don't want posh cheese, though. I just want the humble, extra strong cheddar. That's all I want. Or a camembert.
The friendliest bear.
Come on, bear.
Come on, bear.
Erling Haaland's on 450,000 a week. There you go.
That's crazy. It's like that guy, the CEO of British Gas right now. He was on BBC Breakfast a little while ago. And they said, can you justify the wages you're on when people are struggling to pay their energy? And he was like, no, I can't.
So that one's even worse though, right? Because, in my opinion, because although he's not earning as much as footballers it lives in a supply-demand industry type thing, whereby, like, ultimately the reason why football players get paid ridiculous amounts of money is because fans pay ridiculous prices for replica shirts, for tickets, etc. So football also then makes a fortune from television rights, and television rights comes from fans that want to watch it on television. So if fans weren't watching it on television, so television rights weren't worth fuck all, and if fans stopped going to stadiums and stopped buying overpriced merchandise, football clubs stop making money, they can't pay the wages, right?
Yeah.
But people have to have gas and electric.
Yeah.
You can't not, really. I mean, you could, but, you know.
Well, we've got elderly that are choosing it, aren't they? They're heating or eating.
Spend that easily on gifted memberships. Oh, bless you, Kev. We are on 60 gifted. Just saying. And the reason why I asked you to tell Brian what you did over the weekend is, one, because I'm not looking at the screen as much because I'm hobbying, but two, because we're on 17 of the finest pounds for Super Chats right now. you want to support the show and the channel and me and Loose, and if you want more Loose Knits content,
Not that I've got knits.
I'm going to set up a new weekly stream on a Sunday, which is my day off, where Loose is going to sit here for an hour and do Loose Knits on stream, so that all your wives and girlfriends can join in.
Ah,
It's actually not a bad idea.
we call it stitching bitches.
Stitching bitches, yeah. Not a terrible idea, is it? It is actually a terrible idea because I'll feel fucking horrendous in about 6 months' time when your stream's bringing in 800 live viewers.
For knitting, I doubt it.
And I'm still on 94 to make fucking Archaon. What do you mean for knitting? All you got to do is a little bit of low-level cleavage, right? You'll be fine.
No.
Sometimes I don't think you even want this chance to succeed.
Not like that.
Not like this! You can come in here, we'll put the camera on, we'll start the show. Lucy's Warhammer Widow show. And then, once you've sat down and started talking, I'll put the heating on 45 degrees Celsius. We'll hook those thirsty nerds in.
No.
I have a Lucius that I built and primed that I would be willing to ship to you for the painting competition. Primed it black.
Edward, bless you. You're amazing for offering. I will very politely decline, because if I'm going to painting competition him, I will absolutely, without doubt, build in sub-assemblies. And I mean many sub-assemblies. I would likely keep the shoulder pads off, the backpack off, the head off, and probably at the very least the whip arm off as well. I appreciate you though, thank you for offering. I'll wait for him to come back in stock, and when he comes back in stock, the Huskars can lose their voting rights for a bit as I make him. Thank you then, mate, I appreciate you. He's very fussy. Joe got pissy with me on Thursday because I just bought a bunch of the Nighthaunt homes to start airbrushing, because obviously AOS is coming soon, so we need to start getting some AOS stuff done. Hence I'm working on the slave stuff, and I bought Nighthaunt home to airbrush as well. And I took them all home on Tuesday and started building some Nighthaunt things, and I put a bunch of them on the desk as well. So
Rum Jr. taught me to use a sewing machine. Well, she tried. Then I broke it. Now I have a fat repair bill. Think I'll stick with needle and thread, smiley face emoji.
Oh, how did you break it?
thanks for the $5 from my club, you're amazing. So Joe got narky because on Thursday he went behind the wall in the studio to find something to build for the build stream. There's loads of options as well. We've got loads of stuff behind the build, and he came out with some fucking Nighthaunt stuff, and I was like, "What are you doing?" I thought I'd build this. I was like, I've waited for the Nighthaunt to be painted for ages, and you've not done it, so I've taken it home to do it myself. And he was like, "Well, then you'll have more to build." I was like, and I really hate painting things that other people have built. I can't abide it because I'm so fussy and anal with mold lines and with flash and what have you. And Joe's pretty fussy, but he's less fussy than I am. And I've seen a lot of models that he's put together where I can still see a mold line, or and for the most part, most people don't care, to be fair. So like there's pictures posted on Instagram recently of new kits where I can see mold lines. Most people don't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. That's fine. Like I have an issue with it, but I threw a bit of a wobbly and was like, you can go and pick something else to build. So even the man that I pay to build and paint models for me, I don't want him building them for me to paint. I'll do it myself. So it's nothing personal. He says, material got caught, snapped needle and burnt motor out because the pedal is not a throttle to power you out of trouble, apparently.
Oh, that's going some.
Mould lines are up there with airports and roundabouts. I have, in the past, Garsty, I swear to you, I have built a model. I've base coated it, I've started to paint it, I've turned it over and seen a mould line, I've got a scalpel out, I've scraped that mould line nice, neat, clean and smooth, and then base coated the model again and started over from scratch. I fucking hate mould lines. They're such ugly looking things on models. Flat ruins my immersion, personally.
Burnt the motor out. Is it a fairly new machine, like under warranty or anything?
That won't matter anyway. Ugh, got fingerprints all over this now. Get that dry and scrape some of the fingerprints off. That isn't a fingerprint. What else is an accelerator used for? It's a very reasonable question.
It's not an accelerator.
I mean, it clearly is. It's a pedal that makes it go faster.
No.
So does when you press that pedal down, does the needle, or does the needle not, accelerate? It accelerates, isn't it? It's an accelerator. I'm so tired, I want to chin the gym off, but I'm not going to.
I'm going to do the exercise dice. So I'm going to do the most boring form of exercise tonight. Because then it's done.
The what dice?
The exercise dice. You roll the dice, and then it gives you an exercise, and you roll another dice, and it gives you how many reps.
Is that not something you're supposed to use as a couple?
What?
Oh, not those dice. The silence is deafening. Yeah. As Liz pretends she doesn't know. I said a right Claire then, chat. Getting the looks practice in for when we start loose cam. Beautiful. Right. Need that one. Need this one. 35 is this one here. I don't understand why they put attachment points inside crevices that you have to use to attach to another thing. It doesn't make any sense.
Phew, I thought I put another twist in it, but I hadn't. It's just a curly whirly wire.
Oh, so we've got 25 minutes to go. Cool. I reckon I can get this tail on. Then we're back in for gym session number 1.
What are you doing today?
Same as last Monday.
Oh, do you do the same thing every Monday?
I have 3 gym sessions. I do the same one on the first day, the same one on the second day, and lately I've not made it to the 3rd day.
Okay.
So the
Is
intent.
the 3rd day leg day?
No. Day 4's leg day. I haven't made it to day 4 in months. So last week we did 1 session, and then had some bad sleep and a bit of a stressful week, and I didn't make it in again. This week's intent is to make it to 2 sessions. But if I get 3 bonus, but I'm aiming to make it to 2. And then the week after's intent will be to make it to 3 sessions. And if I can make it to 3 sessions, I'll be quite happy. Thing is, as the week goes on, you get stressed about revenue and stuff like that. You get tired. You get tasks that start building up that you've got to do. I guess it becomes harder to get the it's quite easy to get the motivation to go on Monday. But I always struggle later on in the week. So I'll try and do one tonight, one after stream on Wednesday, and then I'm gonna maybe squeeze one in on Saturday morning or something. I think this week is the plan. You should never skip leg day. I always skip leg day. Pfft, leg day. Pfft. I'm always reminded of that meme. Have you seen it?
Me?
Yeah, there's a meme out there that says, it's like something along the lines of, all the people that say you should never skip leg day, and it's a picture of like a flamenco's legs. And then it's got all the middle-aged dads who never do leg day, and it's got these super muscly fucking...
You've got lovely legs.
So I don't need to do leg day then, do I?
No, but I don't understand why leg day is a thing. Surely if you're active then you've got good legs anyway, because they're carrying you around all day.
There's a science behind leg day boosting testosterone in men, because it's your biggest set of muscle groups working, and therefore if you're trying to build the rest of your body, leg day is quite important to that, because that boost in testosterone, that release of additional testosterone, helps muscle building in other areas. There's a theory. I don't know how true that is, but I have seen that argued in the past. But again, I think it's just excuses from people with tiny legs. The goal of mine is to achieve rugby legs. Well, I played rugby. That's how I did it. Rugby and field gun. Controversially, or conversely, you should absolutely skip on leg day. Oh, no, none of that nonsense.
As in frolicking down the street or jumping over a rope?
I'd imagine he means jumping over a rope.
Yeah, I'm going for the frolicking down the street. That's what you should all do.
It is soups, right? So
you should definitely frolic.
there might involve some frolicking. I can absolutely believe Soups would frolic. What was the job in the military? I was an aircraft engineer on Apache helicopters with a mechanical speciality. So nothing anywhere near as hard as what you infanteers did. Soup says both, Reese. Both.
Should definitely frolic.
I mean, if you can't frolic nowadays, what's the point? I'm actually quite looking forward to the gym tonight, you know?
It was really quiet when you went the other night.
It was dead when I went the other night. It's great because you can really push yourself. Well, there was in a bit of discomfort when I got home, if you remember.
Didn't you make a boy cry?
No.
You made a boy cry.
I didn't. He didn't cry.
I bet he cried to himself in the shower
Well,
later on.
then he shouldn't be weak, should he? Absolute pet hate of mine, though, to be fair.
What, the reason why he was crying?
Yeah.
So he was crying then?
No, he wasn't crying.
Leon made a boy cry.
I didn't make a boy cry. I think if I'd have made him cry, I'd have come home a lot more cheerful.
Tears of children fuel my exercise.
We've got flat stuck on 60 gifted chat with 85 people watching still. Does anybody fancy kicking us off again with super chats or gifteds? Anyone fancy it? Help a brother out. Pretty please. Yeah, I said please. All right. You made me do it. You made me say please. You're proud of yourself. Christopher Sanford, thank you for the 1 gifted. Torhammer, thank you for the 5 gifted. Rummerclock, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're amazing, you people. Look at you. Wonderful humans. I always feel like the second it goes over 70, it feels slightly less disastrous. I don't know why, that's the number in my head. I'd have been alright if it would let all those fucking members go through on Thursday and Friday. Bastard YouTube. A little bit less worried. The Springies, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Look at you guys go. 5 more and we're over 80. Thank you very much, Mr. The Springies. Thank you very much to... Oh, thank you. To Rummerclock and to Torhammer. Wonderful human beings. Still not had a refund. It's doing some weird. I reckon there's a bunch of people that will still get refunds, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Because our revenue, which shows like 2 days afterwards, doesn't match what was given on Thursday or even Friday. Sam, you've done like 5 already, mate. Thank you for 5 more gifted memberships, you legend. Oh, hero. We're now over 80. If we can get to like... Hang on, I'm trying to do maths here. Which is not good. 16. If we can do 16 over target, then it makes up for the lack of super chats as well, at least. I don't know why that was so hard in my head today. Weary. I learnt new skills today, chat. Jeff, thank you for 5 gifted. I've had to start to sort of teach myself to, if I make progress in a day learning new skills, accepting the fact that that is a productive day, despite the fact that nothing's been physically actually produced, like a built or painted model or a finished video or whatever. You know. It's quite a hard thing to kind of settle your sort of head into. So for the most part, at the moment, I'm actually in a pretty good mood. I've had a pretty good day. I will go as far as to say I don't know how you teach them every day, by the way.
Why? Well, I don't. I facilitate, but go on.
Because every time you're like, because Mondays at the moment is like computer skills, and you're like, yeah, that's a dad job. Every Monday we're like, so you've got them for computer skills later. I just, this fucking pang of dread falls over me.
Why?
Because I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
Whatever you were gonna teach Ben, halve it, and then aim for that. Anything more is brilliant. Anything less, it was just a hard day. Jim Jam's pretty good. Anything that you wanted to teach, he would have a go at. But Ben's delay, because he's quite quick off the mark, and he's pretty chatty, and he's incredibly independent with things like getting his own food and drink, and he'll try and problem solve. I've seen him climb the kitchen cabinets to try and get something rather than ask for help. So he's really independent, but when it comes to delivering knowledge, just halve it and then go for that. Because I think it takes him extraordinary energy to try and take something on board. And he does try. He really does.
Look, I'm just got to get to half term. Then I'm done, alright? At that point, I've done my bit of teaching for their lifetime. Rest of it's on you.
The rest of it's on me. All of it.
All of it. Thank you, Jeff, for the 5 gifted, by the way. You're amazing. Amazing. I'm actually on 86. I missed Sam's as well. Look at you wonderful humans. We're 14 away from target. We're 30 away from basically covering off the super chat target as well. Not that the super chat target is really that much to worry about, to be fair.
I'm having quite a sort of jaw-dropping thing with Ben at the minute. If you say to him, what's 5 times 9? He'll just be like, bosh. That's
not
the
the right
answer.
is it?
Or if you were to say, what's 10 times 10? Bang. He'll know the answer. If you say, what's half of 100? He really struggles. I don't know if it's like his own mind mapping of how he moves numbers around. But if you were to say 5 times 10, he'd say 50. But if you say what's half of 100, so I don't know how to do.
Just an understanding perspective, though.
I think so. I think yeah. Because then when it comes to telling the time and then saying that o'clock, quarter past, half past and quarter to, they're all quarter turns. So a quarter of it, I can't seem to marry those ideas together very well. But then I couldn't really tell the time until I was 9. The penny would not drop.
To be fair, whenever we plan like a family day out, I think you probably still can't now.
And then things like laces. Laces took me a really long time, and I don't know if it's because it's a fine motor skill or it just wasn't on my radar and I was being forced to learn it. I wasn't like organically coming to get the skill, and that's why it took so long.
So Astronomic Fish says you can memorise multiplication charts, no division charts though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that's it? Is that
Possibly. He's very
annoying?
yeah, I think it's a memory game sort of thing. I just need to, and that's what I mean. I need to find a way that marries up, because time and fractions, because time is things like a quarter turn or a half term is half past or o'clock and all of these. We haven't even got to the realms of 5 past, 10 past yet. So I'm waiting, and I think it will just be a eureka moment one day if we just keep sort of tiptoeing into it, nice and light, keep it breezy. I think he'll have the eureka moment, and then, oh, that's what you mean. So I quickly came in here last week and I got a split pin, cut a circle out, cut an arrow out, chopped the circle into quarters, and he was okay with that concept. So I think I might just need to doodle on that as we go.
Did you should get back to about the gifters? They sort of did but didn't. So they've asked me for some streams that it was happening on, which has been provided. They suggested that it's because it ran out of people to gift to, which I have informed them is utter nonsense. Because there was people that had gifters turned on that were grey who didn't have a membership. So I know that's nonsense. Some people who gifted last week have had refunds when they weren't given out. So we didn't receive it at all. Some people who gifted haven't had refunds. The hope is that we have, or it has counted it towards our revenue total, and we'll get the payout. The numbers from last week are really odd. They don't look terrible. They don't look as bad as I thought they were going to look, but there is definitely some gifters that weren't given out, without doubt. But it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not great. It's not great when people, because the thing is, right, people will feel generous perhaps on the Thursday and they might chuck 10 members at us, right? Which for most people, 10 members is $50 because that's the way YouTube works. Cool, happy days, that's amazing. And then what will happen is they'll get refunded because YouTube will go, we couldn't give them out, so we haven't done the thing that you've paid for, so we'll refund you. And that's right. Like, that is exactly what should happen. And I have no issue with that whatsoever. But then what will happen is the weekend will happen, and then people will come back on Monday, and they'll be like, that 10 gifted felt really good on Thursday, but actually this weekend the dogs threw up on the carpet, I need to replace the rug, and this has happened, and that's happened, something else has happened, and actually now can't really justify giving that money away. Which again is obviously perfectly reasonable, legitimate. It just doesn't help us. I'd much rather YouTube facilitated and allowed you all to make terrible financial decisions in supporting us. And when YouTube allows you a free takesies backsies, it's bad for me. But it is working now if you'd like to chuck 50 gifted at us right now. You can look out the window at who that alarm is as it stops. Anniversary Slaves model looks very nice, as does the Smash Captain. I need to know if I can get hold of both and how. Someone earlier said that you can order them. Stu, thank you for 10 gifted. You're a fucking hero.
It's next door's car and they're out. So I'm going to give them a call.
You see anyone near it?
No, I didn't.
Next door's in that side.
Yeah.
Isn't... Next door's car alarm's going off. Lucy's just gone out to have a look. But they're not in. Now Lucy's doing the neighbourly thing of giving them a call. Because we're good people. Did she take her phone with her? I need to add Stu's 10. Thank you, Stu. We're 4 away from membership target. We are 20 away from covering off Super Chats. Super Chats are £26, Pete team. My lord. No one wants to talk on Hobby Nights. I guess just because you're all hobbying, right? Look at the size of this fucker. He is huge, isn't he? Drogon or whatever his name is. Is that what his name is? He's a massive beastie. A reference. Other model for scale. Or, hang on, I need to check this before I do what I'm about to do. I need to check this quite quickly. Okay, cool. So that was one scale, or we can. That little man there, look. Chat have said there's no point because she probably hasn't taken a phone with her.
Oh, she didn't answer, so.
Oh. Alex, thank you for the one gifted. Probably because she left the phone at home, Lise.
Yeah, maybe. On the one day her car alarm goes off after all the years we've lived next door. The one day.
The one day. I've got to work out where on earth this attaches now. Oh, that bit fell off. That's no good, is it? That's a really bad fitment there. Going off again.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you've tried once, fuck 'em.
Yeah, but what about when we want to go to bed?
Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. I'll try and sand that down somehow and blend that in. Terrible attachment there. It's what happens when you put the connection points to the sprue on the fucking join for something that's supposed to look like a natural fucking tail. Moronic, honestly. It went off quicker that time, so maybe they're at home. Is it just one car that's not there?
Yeah.
Is it his?
Yeah.
Maybe he's on nights.
Yeah, maybe.
Let that dry. Right. We need to let the tail piece dry now in its place, and then once it's dry, I need to spend some work blending it in and sanding it down, so that there's nothing NDA worthy behind me because I've zoomed the camera out. That's weird, isn't it? Weird with the camera zoomed out. Rather strange. I think we're safe. So I need to let that tail dry because what I need to do is I need to sand it all in and blend it all in, so that it looks natural before I then glue it onto its base. And what I might actually do is I may sand it off camera and glue it to its base off camera. Right? I might do that and then leave it there for next week because that's probably not interesting footage, to be fair. So, oh no, we are actually, aren't we?
Vampires do not live in Transylvania, they live in Ireland. No sunlight, low clouds, always raining, there is blood in several dishes, people are so pale that they could be dead, no one would notice.
I've never actually been to Ireland. I want to go one day. I want to see if I can take the bike over. There's got to be a way you can ferry the bike over to the Republic of Ireland and ride around Ireland. That'd be nice. Be nice. Thank you, Stu, for the $10. Tripling our super chat revenue. You're a legend. I appreciate you. And their hair is the colour of blood. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, Nick, when I update the text for the top-down members goal, it doesn't update the one for the front-on members goal. That's the problem. So I had to do it quickly when I came out. You're amazing.
Don't you mean Scotland stew?
Scotland stew? I never had that dish. Jeff, thank you for 1 gifted. Jeff's already given 5 as well, chat. Thank you for 1 gifted, Jeff. You're amazing. What a legend. Get the ferry. People do ride over for the Northwest 200 bike racing. I've never been to. My family has historically has roots in Ireland. I don't claim to be part Irish because I don't know whereabouts in the family tree it was exactly. And I hate these people that are like, my great granddad was Irish, so I'm like 1/8. I know you're not. Thank you, Tony Winnick, for the 1 gifted membership. I don't do that. My mum was English, my dad was English. Both of their sets of parents were English, so I'm English. That's how it works. Although typically I write British on everything rather than English, to be fair. I go on the ferry a lot between England and Ireland. Bike are on there all the time. Is it expensive? And how long is it? And where'd you take it from? And where'd you get it to? If you could just give me all the answers. Dempsey's are a big clan in Ireland. Yeah, I think County Mayo, I think, is where my dad's side of the family came from. 3 or 4 generations above him. I don't. This is what I'm saying. I don't know enough about it, so it's, you know. I don't particularly classify myself as part Irish, to be fair. Pembroke to Rosslare. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, you people are amazing. I would love to hang around. Kazari, thank you for the 1 gifted right at the end. I'd love to hang around, but I'm trying this new thing, which I started last week, and I'm easing myself into it this week, where I'm going to the gym in the evenings instead of in the mornings. Because in the mornings, it just takes too much of my day away, and I don't get anything else done. So now what I'm doing, what I used to do is I used to finish stream at like now, between now and 1:30. And then I'd sit and watch some telly for an hour and a half, put my feet up, have a cup of tea, and then go to bed. So what I'm doing now is instead of watching telly for an hour and a half, go to the gym, come home, go to bed. That's the plan. 200 euros? Fuck me! What's the boat? Gold plated? Jesus! I got the royal family rowing it. 200 fucking euros. Right. So that's the plans. I'm about to go to the gym, and then you can all hear about how sore I am tomorrow when I moan. You're all amazing, though. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you all. You're great humans. We are back tomorrow at 1:30 with the Liam and Joe show, as per usual. And in the evening, Tom joins us. And what I didn't realise until quite recently is Tom and I have actually never played on stream. So tomorrow we're going to be doing that. In fact, we could go a bit wider. Tom and I have never played, actually. So that's going to be tomorrow night in Das Evening. On Wednesday, we return with the Warhammer show at 7:30. Thursday is another Liam and Joe show at 1:30, where we'll be building some models of some sort. And then in the evening, we are blessed by Racist Adam's presence. And him and Joe will be playing a live game of 40k for you wonderful humans. And then on Friday at 9 PM, we come back with After Dark. So, more content. There you go. I think that's everything.
I'm just going to do one more round.
I'm not waiting.
That's fine. But if you're leaving the house and you're like, babe, you said we'd exercise and you're still knitting, that's why.
Yeah. Oh, God, is Joe on deck tomorrow night? Yes, he is, yeah. So you're all amazing human beings. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for smashing that membership target for us. You are heroes. I appreciate you. Hopefully we'll see you throughout the week for more content. Before we go, Lucy, I know you've got more to do, but can you squeeze some words out first?
Best chat.
Best chat. Thank you so much for watching, you wonderful humans. Like I said, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you in the next one.